Hey guys, it's Spam for breakfast, and today we are talking about country fried beefsteak. Never had this one before, honestly never heard of this one before. We saw it at the store.
Looks pretty good.
It looks alright, yeah. Well, let me see. What, it's got mashed potatoes and country style gravy, 18 grams of protein. We'll see how this is. Let's get it all on a tray.
All right, we got our country fried beef steak cooked up here. It took about 5 minutes in the mic. We let it sit for about 2 minutes, as it said on the instructions.
Let's try it. I guess we'll start with the mashed potatoes, right?
Yeah, it all kind of looks the same with the gravy and the mashed potatoes.
All it is country style gravy, mashed potatoes, and beefsteak, whatever that means. So I guess we'll try the potatoes first.
All right.
And I guess we'll probably get some gravy on this too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Very hot,
That is quite hot.
even after letting it sit for 2 minutes. The flavor of the gravy is really good, actually. The mashed potatoes, at, first bite impression here, seem to be decent.
They're okay. They're not special. You can tell they're instant potatoes,
They are pretty thin, but the flavor is decent, I would say.
I think you can tell just by looking at them that they're instant potatoes,
Yeah. Not bad though. I do like the flavor of the gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy. Just the style meal I really like, so I think I might be a little biased here.
You have to excuse me. I'm digging my spoon around to try and find just some meat.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a little stir here.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip this over just to see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
a little
wish,
discolored.
I wish you hadn't flipped that over.
Yeah.
That looks kind of nasty, man.
You can see here it's like the color it should be, and then it kind of peels.
Like you can see here, it matches the color on the box almost, and then this is like some weird
some mystery meat we got going on here.
Don't you want to try it with the breading first?
I suppose, yeah. Let's see if I can get a piece.
Oh wow, that looks really soft.
Let's see what we got going on.
That is really soft. Holy shiz. Oh.
I don't hate it actually. All of the flavors are good in my opinion. The meat is a little bit questionable with the texture, but not as bad as I thought it could be.
I suppose that's fair. It's not as bad as I thought it definitely could be or would be. Meat's questionable. Breading is almost non-existent. Flavor isn't terrible. It'd be better with like some hot sauce or something, but
Maybe. You do get the flavor of the breading, like, within, I guess, the sauce and the mashed potatoes and the beef, but the like, texture is wrong because there should...
Wait, I just realized, man. Mashed potatoes, beef. I think this is supposed to be the gravy, totally independent.
Yeah, on this side here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just improvise real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get a scoop of the gravy by itself. I think that looks to be mostly gravy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tight. It's definitely mostly gravy, and it definitely doesn't taste like very much.
Yeah, the gravy is a lot less flavorful than the mashed potatoes, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
The mashed potatoes are actually pretty buttery, and you can actually see some pieces of, I don't know if that's pepper in there. But yeah, mashed potatoes are better than the gravy, in my opinion.
I would say so.
I'm gonna try to get all three here.
Okay, that looks like a good bite, honestly. We'll get some gravy. Some breaded meat. I like to get some breaded meat and some potatoes. Some taters.
You know, I can't say I would be disappointed with this. You know, it was like around $3, somewhere in there, 3 and some change.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
But I think the flavors are on point. You know, like the mashed potatoes and even the beef steak itself. It tastes pretty good. I would say the gravy itself is the low point.
Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of interesting that I'd say the gravy is the low point, but yeah, I think that's fair.
But I think I would happily eat this whole thing. You know, it's so cheap. And
18 grams of protein.
Yeah, it does say right on the box, excellent source of protein. So there you go. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, I guess. 5 minutes in the mic.
It's, you know, it's all right, but if we look at the ingredients or vitamins / sodium / sugar / protein content, it says 27 grams of fat, which is 42% of your total daily value. Cholesterol is not crazy. It has 50% of your total daily value of sodium intake. And it has 18 grams of protein, which is 25% of your total daily value. Vitamins, nothing crazy. Ingredients, it's got about 400 of them. Long ingredients list.
I will say that.
I'm curious what's in the actual beef. It looks to be relatively okay. It's beef and spices and salts and preservatives. I mean, could be worse, you know.
Could be, for sure.
Could be Spam Light.
That is true, yes. You know, I will say the mashed potatoes, actually, now that they've cooled down a bit, they do thicken up, which is nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
Those mashed potatoes are actually good, in my opinion. Like, they thickened up.
You can definitely still tell, though, those are some instant potatoes. You know, I'm going to get some here, just like the breading and the gravy and maybe some potatoes. I don't like that the breading just falls off the meat.
Yeah, that's... Flipping it over was...
I don't think it's fair to call that a mistake, if that's what you're going for, because all you did was flip it over and all the breading fell off.
Right, yeah.
That's
it wasn't
not
a
right,
mistake,
man.
It's just disappointing to see, like, what happens to it if you decide to just flip it over. But, you know, I think, considering what we have reviewed so far with TV dinners, this is one of my favorites. I really like the mashed potatoes. I think they thickened up, and the flavor of them is pretty good. The meat itself, the beef steak,
it's a little questionable, right?
Yeah, but not so much. I mean, a little bit, but like tolerable. You know, like it's good.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
No, it's got kind of a funky texture, and it's just like the flavor of it isn't quite natural. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's not terrible.
Yeah, a little weird, not too bad. The gravy itself is, I would say, the worst part of it.
That's true.
It's so flavorless.
It's lame, yeah. It's real lame.
It's like...
I wonder if the ingredients say anything specifically for the gravy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's basically just food starch, milk solids, and chicken base, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. It's not super flavorful.
Yeah.
What would you rate this?
You know, just looking at the calorie content.
What is calorie content?
It's 490 calories per serving, which is just the one package. Not too bad, you know. I mean, if you're having 3 meals a day, that'd be 1,500-ish calories. On the lower side, I would say, especially if you're considering like country fried beef steak with gravy, like I would assume this would be more.
Yeah, maybe more than a cosmic brownie anyway.
Yeah. Sodium, 50% of your daily value, so you do get a lot of sodium with that. But it does have a good amount of protein. That's 25% of your daily value.
I would say the picture lies a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely no golden brown coating and like a gravy and potatoes over it.
Yeah, pretty deceiving with the photo, but the taste is, in my opinion, not too bad. I think if I was to rate this, especially considering like the TV dinners we've had so far, this is gonna go up there for me just because I really like the flavor of the mashed potatoes and even the beef steak. Aside from the minor texture issues,
okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 7.2 on this.
Are you kidding me, bro?
I would eat this, man. Like I would buy this and eat this if I was, you know, broke and I needed a TV dinner. I would eat this, and I think I would be, you know, relatively content.
I don't understand that. I mean, I'd be relatively content if I bought it and like I had to eat it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I'd feel like I spent like nearly $4 on this. I feel like I'd be a little disappointed because all it is this weird beef patty with potatoes and gravy.
Yeah.
Would you give it a 7 something?
7.2. Yeah.
I think I would give this a 4.
4, that's pretty low. That's a pretty big difference.
Low. That is a big difference. I think that's the biggest one yet.
Yeah, I think that has to do with like, you know, just flavor palettes in general. Like I'm a big fan of biscuits and gravy, so like I think that has a little bias there. Like I want to like this, so I'm, you know, going into this with a positive attitude. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
4.
I feel
pretty low.
I feel like though, if I was a huge fan of biscuits and gravy, which sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, but if I was always a huge fan of biscuits and gravy and potatoes, and I had this, I feel like I would still be like, yeah, this is pretty lame.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to a diner or a restaurant, obviously those biscuits and gravy are going to be much better, but if you're on a budget and you're maybe craving some biscuits and gravy, maybe satisfy the craving. I don't know. That's my review. That's his score. We got a 7.2, we got a 4. Pretty big difference there, but I think that just comes down to, you know, it's subjective, so let us know what you think. Comment, subscribe. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Yeah. Like it. Show your friends.
Let us know what we should eat next.
Absolutely.
All right.